So Simon will briefly touch on the FA Cup defeat. Is that sort of already out of the mind?
Yeah, I think it's important not to dwell on it, even though, you're at home having Sunday lunch and you're wounded a bit, aren't you, after any defeat, and especially after a 4-0. But I think we should allow ourselves just to go, that's gone, and not chew ourselves up too much, because they're a higher placed team, higher placed league, and for half the game we're really in contention. We can be proud of that 45 minutes and learn quick lessons from the second 45, and we can learn to be a bit more streetwise. There's certain lessons that you think, we can look at that, how they've gone about their business a little bit, and if we improve what we do, then we'll be a force.
We've got Scunthorpe next, and looks like we're going to be a little short on defensive numbers. Is that a challenge for you coming up?
Yeah, it is, but got faith in the lads that we will put out. They're a great unit, as we saw, and we've seen several times this season. They'll come out fighting, even if we're short on numbers. And I think everyone knows we prefer to deal with a smaller squad, not quite as small as in the ranks in terms of the defensive numbers and cover at the minute, but it is what it is. We haven't had an injury crisis for years, and it happens sometimes.
Scunthorpe haven't had the best of starts this season. What's the message to the lads before the game?
Just more of the same from Mansfield last week. Show that fighting spirit that everyone knows we've got, and don't let anyone down with the energy levels. Make it really compact when they've got it, and the only way to do that is by hard work. I think we're organised, we know what we're about, and we've got players who can hurt the opposition at this level. So it's uncomplicated, it's simple messages.
Going into this festive period, there's a lot of games coming up. Is there a certain amount of points you hope to get?
No, I won't say the tally. I know what I want to achieve in the next month is to be really competitive. If we remain in that top half. I'm not trying to sound negative about that, but if we can do until we add to the ranks in the transfer window in January, where I think if we're subtle about it, it's not about ripping it up at all, but add to the ranks in one or two areas, it will really bolster us up for a really good go at it, and if we remain resolute until then and show our graft and togetherness, then we can be a surprise team after Christmas.
Within the last week or two, we've seen Josh Falcon and George Thompson both make 150 appearances for Town. How much do you value both of them?
Well, they're brilliant players for us and brilliant characters. They just epitomise what we want on and off the pitch. So just two instances over the last few days. I was talking to Tomo after the game the other day, and he was reflecting on a year ago being out at the squad, and I looked at him up in the stand and I hadn't selected him for the 16, and still got a smile from him and an open face, and he came back in the team and never looked back, and he remembers that, and he remembers the feeling frustration not playing, but he didn't sulk and he didn't go under. He came back fighting and came back as a better player. And then with Faulks, we just discussed, we rested him the last 5 minutes when he took a knock on Saturday, and he held his hand up straight away for the first goal, and there's no arguing with that, and it just sheer honesty, and that's what we want, and we'll continue to work with honest people, and that's the way forward for us.
And finally, Tom Walker's gone out on loan. What's the reason behind that?
Well, Tom's been frustrated, as you are, not playing, and Notts County approached us on Friday, and we thought, well, it'd actually be a good option for him. Good club, really good manager and assistant manager there, we know well, and they guaranteed him game time, so we couldn't do that at the minute. We've got players who are playing well and in those areas which he'd like to play, and we thought it's a no-brainer. It's not easy in terms of the numbers. We could have been selfish and said, no, you're going to stay on the bench, but and wait for your turn. But we're also not like that. We want him to play football, want him to get match fit, and show what he's about.
Well, thanks, Sam, and best of luck for tomorrow.
Cheers, thank you.